All right, so here we got some above ground gardening setup going on. This stuff is all cucumbers. We've overtaken everything back there. That is giant kale, and then there's some broccoli, and then there's kale in the next row. And in that row you see some kale poking out. These I believe are okra, but I got a little issue with some weirdo beetles here in Carolina. Got a potter right there with some mint to try to dim them off. Got a bunch of watermelon. Lettuce, which is old and outdated now. Still got some fresh butter crunch right in there. Pretty good stuff right there as well. Tons and tons and tons of cucumbers. This right here happens to be just an amazing group of 4 zucchini plants. And they produce these big giant zucchini. And these are small right now, by the way. There's happens to be some other big ones. But this is all natural, just water. Here's a cucumber for you. Should have built a trellis, but it's first time doing this. So the soil there happens to be mushroom compost. We did mushroom compost, did 2 yards of mushroom compost, 2 yards of local potting soil, and 2 yards of reground hardwood mulch on top of everything. I've been a little slack, so there's some weeds going on here. Believe this is some yellow vein spinach, gigantic. Got some tomatoes going on over here, real small. They're a little late in the season, but they're growing good. As you can see, I got some yellowing of a cucumber plant. There's a few of them in there. Not too sure why the necrosis is going on. And I have a greenhouse that I followed a gentleman's instructions on YouTube, and it's a PVC greenhouse, 10 by 20, and his was a 10 by 10, and I ended up using the wrong type of PVC glue, so it didn't hold together, and it looks like crap. But this side is just overgrown weeds, and this side is some big giant tomato plants, some more cucumber plants going on in here. Got some cabbage hidden right down there. Got some pepper plants going on in here. Greenhouse works excellent, even though it's a little shabby. These are peppers, unknown origin. Got them from Walmart, I believe, as starter plants, but there's tons of peppers. Down in here we have bell pepper plants. And we got some gigantic 5.5, 6 foot tall, maybe 8 foot tall tomato plants if they were all tied up correctly. A little compost pile. Random growth from the compost pile is this corn, watermelon plant, some tomato plants, another melon plant, I believe it's watermelon, but random growth. Yeah, got some trees, got some stuff going on here. And I followed the dude out of Florida who does the food forest in the front yard. Forgot his name off the top of my head. Real intelligent guy. But I did the same layering process, and this is all organic. There's no pesticides, no nothing here. I do need to get some kind of organic spray to keep these beetles off of this. I think it's okra. I'm not too sure, but they're taking out these leaves. So, but this is started in March, beginning of March. This was just, I think, 8 rows of nothing. These zucchini plants have produced probably 200 pounds of zucchini since I planted them, and that's not a lie. It's not an exaggeration. They're literally coming out the size of like a grown man's calf, from kneecap to ankle. For instance, this one, I'll leave it for another day or two, but this is about some clay on the bottom. That's about the size of a baseball bat end, pretty thick. But I'll update once I get a few more on there and show them, because the people that I've shown them to and been giving them away to have never seen zucchini that big. And it's the tale is that they get bitter and whatnot, and that is not the case. The problem with having cucumber like this, so many cucumber, is that if they don't get sunlight or whatnot, they stay a little white, and that white is kind of bitter. And you can, if you like cucumber like I do, you can taste the difference. But definitely recommend a trellis. And learn about your region, because this region, the East Coast, is new to me. It's super humid. Everything is growing like crazy, which, you know, it's a blessing from God in these times. So yeah, John the Farmer, over and out.